Oh boy, Steve.
We're here.
We
We're here.
can't physically touch or else the world will explode.
That's the whole secret to this show. That's why we've been remote, not because we live thousands of miles apart, but because if that happens,
Oh.
world's over.
Also, I see a couple Fs in the chat. Can you guys give me the go ahead? Give me the go ahead. Tell me we're good. But Steve, we're at Combo Breaker.
We are Combo Breaker 2022.
Or if you were at the venue, it's Combo Breaker 2002.
See, I get hit with the one typo per schedule. They got hit with the one typo per board. It's all good though. We're here.
Dude.
We're live. We made it. We've survived our travels.
Yes, just barely, but we're here. Before we get started, Steve, we have to give a shout out to Lord Rick The Hadou Thayer, because this is probably one of the most stressful days in his years.
Absolutely. He's getting pulled in like 250 different directions all at the same time.
And he took the time to help us out, to get us in here, to help us go live, essentially. So without Rick, we would not be here in the broadcast.
Well, specifically here in the Retro Ballroom. This is the smaller of the two venues.
Yeah, if you look over here, there's arcades. If you look back here, there's more arcades.
We got surprises coming through. We got more surprises coming through.
Uh-oh.
Why don't we just start with
that? Oh, also, by the way, I want to introduce you guys to our cameraman. We have a cameraman, but we only taught him to zoom in on Steve and on this side of the screen. So, the cameraman, go ahead, show him what you got. There you go.
Nice move.
All right. Thanks, cameraman. All right, Steve, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. So, obviously, Combo Breaker's got a lot of tournaments, 25 games, plus all the side events. But we've got more than just the tournaments. We've got some tasty exhibitions that we've been waiting on. And one of the tastiest is the much talked about Tekken 7 10v10, the clash between Team North America and Team EU. And joining us today to talk about this epic encounter, we got Icege and we got Spag in the building. Gentlemen, please join us if you will. Well, I'll step aside. You guys can have the center.
Yes. Hello. First of all, welcome to the first ever episode of Best of Five where we're not at home. Thank you for being our first ever physical guests on the show.
Can you guys kind of slide over?
First off, let's get right down to brass tacks. We have this 10v10, EU versus North America. How did this all come about? Where did it start? Where's it going? How's it going to end?
Okay, so obviously, I feel like in a lot of esports, NA versus EU has always been really hype. Something that got me interested in a lot of different games. So for me, and my development in the community in the FGC came from watching the NA people. So I have a lot of respect for them and stuff. But then, obviously me being European and being like a European commentator and stuff, I was like, you know what? I would love to see this happen in Tekken. But for a long time, the Americans didn't want to have it. They're like, look, we're not looking to you Europeans. We don't see you as a threat. I had people saying that we want to go to Korea. We don't want to go to Europe. And even to this day, we've hardly had Americans coming to Europe. And I'm now seeing the development of my community in Europe. And I'm like, bro, like we're good. Like we're super, super strong now. We're beating the Asians when they come over. We're beating the Americans when they come over. I said, why are we not doing EU versus NA right now? We had a big win at Red Bull Golden Letters. I'm like, you know what? I mean, I've been talking a lot of shit before that, right? So then... But then, at CEO, I talked a lot of shit. I had a lot of people coming at me. But then after Red Bull, after Richie won and beat Anakin and Joey, I was like, this is a perfect opportunity for me to trigger some Americans. And I did I got onto Twitter. I said what I had to say. And the European players said what I had to say. And then obviously the Americans, I finally triggered them. They're like, you know what? This has annoyed me. I think we might have to do this NA versus EU thing. And then, this is kind of how it developed from there. Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Oh, that's heavy. So we'll backtrack real quick. There is truth to this in that EU has been very strong for a long time, and to be honest, they haven't quite gotten the shine that they deserve. Whether that's because they just quite haven't hit that next level yet since Ryan Hart, or not, we'll see. Speaking of Ryan, wasn't that the last time y'all won on American soil? Was off of a stolen grand finals from a pause, isn't that right?
He won though, isn't it? Like that's the
right?
thing. He won. And you know what's crazy is that Evo where he won, he got to Evo because of a qualifier where he didn't even win. Devil from Poland and Matt JF came first and second, and they didn't get to go to Evo because they couldn't get a visa. So your government basically prevented a top 3 Europe in that Evo. So yeah, Devil would have won. Matt JF probably would have come second, and Ryan Hart would have come third.
Because if there's anything I've learned, I remember when y'all were talking, when Kobe came over and he got 5th that one time, and you were like, he got 5th. Y'all came and you got 2nd and 3rd. It's a little bit higher than 5th.
Kobe lost to 2 Koreans at that event.
He lost. He lost, right?
But to no Americans.
He lost.
And that's a win.
He lost.
Not losing
He
to
lost
an
on
American.
American soil.
To no Americans.
He lost on American soil.
To no Americans.
Oh my God. Anyways, before this narrative was built, but in all honesty, again, EU has not gotten the shine that they've deserved over the last few years. They've always been consistently strong. Even back during the mid-2000s, we were talking about how this was the most intelligent community. Like, they knew everything. They knew every frame track. They knew setups. They knew it all. They just never had a chance to really burst through on the world level until SuperAkouma recently, but prior to that, Asim, Ryan Hart, a few others. And so this was a perfect opportunity. Like he said, they had some big wins. Why not have them play? And on the flip side for NA, US, however you want to call us, it was a great opportunity for us to be able to actually showcase not just the God 5 or the God 6, depending on who you're talking to, but we get to actually introduce our new talent, the folks that have been playing still. I know everyone wants to see Majin and Jimmy. I love Majin and Jimmy too, but Joe Crush is playing. He's been consistently playing, and he's been achieving. So this is a great chance to just get people who haven't had a chance to shine an opportunity. And hey, maybe Namco will see how popular it is over in Europe and kind of maybe give y'all a little help.
Look, that was something as well that I want to speak about. I want to say, look, that we've had for many years Japan versus Korea, 12v12 officially supported by Namco. I feel like EU and NA has much more potential than that exhibition. I know Japan and Korea are the 2 best scenes in the world, with Pakistan. But when it comes to EU and NA, I think that it brings a level of like competition and rivalry that we don't get in any other part of the world. EU and NA is a classic staple in a lot of esports. So yeah, like I want to see this. Let's see it's going to happen tomorrow, 7 p.m. So I'm hoping that if it pops off, if it does really well, then Namco will take notice and be like, look, we need to do this. Might need to be like a regular thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the hope right there. And of course, it's going to happen again because USA is going to want to have the run back because they're going to lose. And yeah, so like 100%, they're going to lose. They're going to lose. Like there's 100. Look, yesterday we had ICFC. No UK players joined. You have 2 Germans in top 6, bro. Like, come on. I mean, I know it's online, but it still goes to show that there's levels to this. There's levels. And the EU, we have 30 people, I think, here. I think only 8 of them entered ICFC yesterday, and 2 of them made top 8. So I don't know. Like these guys don't. The thing is, you guys just don't know. You guys don't know the level of Europe. And the thing is, talking to the Americans, you guys don't even know about our players, which is a massive, massive advantage for us, and also just goes to show the ignorance of a lot of the American players. That you haven't even looked at a community which is in the West, which has players that are super, super strong.
To be fair, we don't even know our own players in America. so because Dragon Slayer just, he had beaten Anakin in ICFC the week before, maybe the week prior. Washington-based Kunimitsu. Look, y'all, that's all I got from watching ICFC. Washington Kunimitsu. And when he beat Tetsu, there were folks saying, who is this guy? He literally played in front of y'all last week. So we don't even know our own players.
Obviously, no, ICFC, you learn about players and stuff. Again, he's an online Kuni, man. Let him come offline and we'll see what he does. Like Fujito came offline, he proved what he could do. Maybe this Dragon Slayer guy, whoever he is, he can come offline and prove. Kunimitsu's a bullshit character, man. Can bring it offline and see if you can do the same thing offline. We know he's a very online character. I've got TGO the character in one session. Character's easy, man. But let's see if you can do that offline. Okay, it was good. I'm gonna give him ratings. That was nice, but do it offline because I know that our players can do it offline.
You'd be more impressed if it was a fair and balanced character like Safina. Is that what you're saying?
Safina's weak, man.
Okay. I'm sorry, not fair and balanced. Not very, very balanced.
weak.
Very unbalanced.
Very unbalanced. Yeah.
How can you look yourself in the mirror and say these things?
I don't have sunglasses.
Welcome to Best of Theory Fighter.
So before we go on, I kind of want to get your guys' take on the overall. We've been away from each other for the past couple of years. Obviously, this pandemic wreaked havoc on everybody, but we're finally Combo Breaker's back for the first time since 2019?
Yeah.
So 3 years without a Combo Breaker. How do you guys feel being here? What's it like coming back to the FGC, if you will?
This is super exciting for me. I've been doing this now for about 20 years, so I mean, 3 years of not having what you've been doing for the prior 17 is kind of rough, and I had been wanting to do something like this at final round back in 2019
We
before.
were speaking about that, weren't we?
Yeah, we had something big planned, but things kind of happened. But I mean, it's like a family reunion. I'm getting to see people that I haven't seen in a couple years, and it's I still talk to them, but now this is my first time actually getting to meet Spag in person. Been talking to him for a few years, working with him on helping build up the Pakistani community and make sure that they're getting the recognition they deserve. So, I mean, I couldn't be happier. I know my wife back at home. I'm sorry, baby. I'm having so much fun, but I promise it's not as much fun as I have, watching Netflix with you. We don't need her to know the truth. I think she knows. But no, I'm so happy. Like, I'm just so excited to finally be here and get to talk to people and see all this going on. And we have a special guest tomorrow that I don't think we should probably talk about until we get to talk to the head honcho.
Yeah.
So it'll be a lot of fun. I can't be more excited.
Oh, yeah. How about you?
NDAs don't apply here, so.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. Look, I actually haven't been to a big USA major before. So I've never been to CU, never been to Evo, and this is my first time at Comebreaker. So I'm actually just like excited to see how it's gonna be because I've never been to an event on this scale before. Obviously, I've done the Tekken World Tour Finals twice now, and those have been big, but they kind of their kind of own thing. Like Tekken World Tour Finals is its own thing, and Comebreaker, and just. I have mad respect for Rick and the team as well, so I just can't wait to see what he can pull off, now that we're back. And it's unfortunate it didn't happen before, because actually the Europeans were planning to travel to Comebreaker from years, like, last year as well, and the year before. So, yeah, it's great to see. Just the fact that there's 30 Europeans plus, it's never happened before for a game, I think for Tekken, maybe Evo, but no other tournament, you've had like 30 people for just one game come from Europe to America for an event. This is first time ever, so it goes to show them how much respect we have for this event. And yeah, like FGC and stuff, the community in Europe has grown a lot over the pandemic. A lot of people started playing the game, and one of those guys, he shook the world. Ayo Richie, he won Red Bull Golden. This guy started playing competitively properly in season 2, season 3, right? But then he really got good during the pandemic, online, and then just to see the development of my community over here. I'm sure the Americans as well. There's some names I never heard of before, but after the pandemic, they became very strong. So actually, it's super interesting because we have the NA versus EU thing, but then the actual tournament. Let's see who of these new school guys, who we have quite a few of them from EU and NA, which of those are going to actually rise up? Because we like Icege mentioned before, like the Americans have 4 or 5 super very consistent solid players. Joey, Anakin, Cuddle, Shadow, blah blah. Are there going to be players that can actually outperform them and outshine those guys in NA and show the future that they have? Because I'm sure that Europe has a very bright future looking at the players we have and the performances they've had. Can NA say the same? I don't know, but I think we'll find out tomorrow and this weekend.
Well, I just want to take a slight detour here because you both, obviously you're both involved in setting this event up, but you've both been involved in other big events. You with Final Round, very integral part of that. You, especially with the growth of the Pakistani scene, the creation of Takra Cup. With that experience, what does that mean to see younger players come up through the scene, new players come up through the scene onto events like this?
It's amazing because for me, the whole thing is my whole goal here, my mission is just to open the world up to Tekken. I want to see not only Pakistan do really well, I want to see Africa, I want to see other continents that don't get the recognition, Middle East, Saudi Arabia specifically, where I'm looking at promoting these guys because the world doesn't yet know. And that was my mission from, 2019, the travel I did. I was hoping to continue on, but obviously the pandemic, but my mission is always to promote the scenes, Well, right now we're doing more EU NA stuff, but, just to see the new guys coming up and playing so well gives me a lot of comfort and excitement going into the new game whenever that gets announced, whatever happens, we're in good hands with the new kind of new school. And yeah, I want to, like I said, my main goal now is to, as I did with Pakistan, to try and do the same thing with the African scene, who I'm in contact with a lot now, and the Middle East as well, Saudi Arabia and all these guys. So open up the world even more. Imagine without Pakistan, Pakistan in 2019, they shook the world. Let's be honest. When it comes to not just FGC esports, Arslan was Esport Player of the Year or something. He won an award, right? and people outside of FGC were talking about him. I'll be at airports and there's people that know this guy. You know, there's like the check-in dude is like, yeah, I know Arslan. You know Arslan Ash? I'm like, yeah. Like, they'd say, do you know Arslan Ash? You're like, yeah, I do. Everyone, like, this guy he shook the world, and the Pakistani scene shook the world. When Awais Honey and Atif Bhat walked into Japan and just took their money, you know, like, that's never happened before. I feel like, or it hardly happens where people do that. So can other scenes do that? Can we replicate that? If Africa comes up on the scene now, if Middle East, if Saudi Arabia comes up, we need to, you know, because Tekken is such a global game. I want the whole world to be involved, and I think that's not the current case at the moment, but we can get there. That's my goal.
No, and what a way to bring up scenes with exhibitions, right? I think something that a discussion that we've had on the show quite a bit is like the exhibitions versus tournaments, right? Like what's better, and I think we've always landed on both being the best option. So we have obviously the big exhibition here, which I think is like the first exhibition since Kumite, since the pandemic started. So Steve and I, we do pizza bets on the show. Whoever wins gets a pizza. The other person has to buy them a pizza. We won't tell you who bet on who, just to save face with both of you. But what can we expect going into tomorrow? It's tomorrow at 7 p.m. What can we expect tomorrow? Like, what's the format going to be? Who are like some choice breakout players? I know you guys have named a couple, but pick one.
We can pull up the
yeah.
first round matches.
Look at that. Oops. There we go. Thank you, cameraman. But yeah, so I'm going to move up close to the screen because it's so small. But on Team North America, we have Landon D, Victim of Ritual, Shadow 20Z, Cuddlecore, who just got signed to CLG. Yeah.
CLG. Congratulations.
Anakin, Junior, 20Z, Joey Fury, Joe Crush, Kaiser, and Justin Iglesias. And on Team Europe, we have Gosein, Tetsu, Kira, Fujito, K-Wiss. I keep wanting to say K-Swiss.
A lot of people say that.
Chicken Maru, SuperAkouma, the legend, Sephi Black, Fergus, and Joka. So
I'll start with you. Who on Team Europe is someone who's going to do damage tomorrow that people may not know about?
Okay, yeah, I think the number one name there is... Well, actually, do you know what? Not a lot of people know about a lot of those names on the list. I feel like Joker is one that you have to mention. ICFC season champion from season 4. Evo finalist. You know, he lost. He was in winners and he lost to SuperAkouma. But this guy has, consistently performed in online and offline now tournaments. Plays Heihachi, Devil Jin, and Feng. Mishimas are not the easiest characters to use, especially Heihachi. But he runs with that character. He's doing really well. So I feel like if people want to watch out for one name that they may not know about, and he's going to be playing up against, who I feel like Icege might mention, he's playing against Justin Iglesias. So that is actually a match that a lot of people are interested in because no one knows what's going to happen. I'll be honest, as much as I support the EU scene, and I'm like, this is going to be easy. Like, it's going to be an easy win for us. But that still is one match where I'm like, okay, I'm interested to see that match because who's going to win? They've hyped up this Justin guy a lot. So yeah, let's see. I think Joker, Gosein, Fujito as well. People might not know Fujito, but he's been winning a lot of tournaments in offline in Europe. So the Kunimitsu from France, that's another guy to look out for.
Yeah, how about you? Dark horses.
So dark horses that that means I can't say 5 or 6 of the players, unfortunately. But if I, in all seriousness, like Spag was just saying, Justin Iglesias versus Joka, that's going to be explosive. The Landon versus Gosein match is going to be fun in general. That's going to be a lot of hype. Whoever wins that, there's going to be a lot of momentum behind it. But with Justin Iglesias versus Joka, it's the final match of round 1, which you had asked about the format. We've got these first of 2s that we're going to be doing for all those 10 matches. The losers of those matches are eliminated. They're done. The winners move on to round 2, and in round 2, whoever's left on your team, we're going to do a counter pick. So, we're going to put this player up, they get to counter pick, then those players play. If whoever loses gets eliminated, the winner goes to the back of the line, and then we go until an entire team's been eliminated. And that's to put a cap on Justin versus Joka. Like, 2 newer players, people are very excited about. If you're over in Europe, you're excited about Joka. If you're over in the US, you're excited about Justin. So you finally get to see, like, here are 2 of the most popular players. And I guess an honorable mention for me would also be Joe Crush versus Sephi Black, where it's, one of the premier European players. Like, if you talk to a lot of the top flight US players, Speed Kicks, Anakin, all of them have nothing but good things to say about Seffi Black. He's playing against Joe Crush, who is like the real big up-and-comer. So we're going to get to kind of see the old guard of the EU versus the up-and-coming NA. So those two matches specifically, their storylines are awesome. Like that alone makes it exciting for me, not just the players. If I had to pick players, I'd be boring. I'd be like, I like all of them. They're my friends. I hope they do well. I hope they pay for me when we go eat later. That would be nice. But
I hope they pay for me when we go eat later.
right?
Me too.
But it just those matches, and to be honest, all the matches, they're so exciting, man. Like I'm stoked. Like I don't even mind all the chirping that's going on. You know, I don't even mind the needling. You know, it's kind of like what was that, little Cooney, little charge dagger there. See, Americans wouldn't know the name of the moves. So.
The thing that people need to know is that I'm never wrong. That's what people need to know. Clip it. Okay. I'm never wrong. People never listen to me, but they listen to me 3 months late. When I say a character's broken or dumb, everyone else finds out 3 months later. When I say things, people need to listen to me because I'm right. When I'm saying that EU's gonna win, I'm saying it because it's not just me being arrogant or me. I'm saying it because I genuinely know that Europe is overall stronger than you guys, and you guys, I'm telling you guys, how it's gonna go down. This is how it's gonna go down. Tomorrow, EU is gonna do the thing. We're gonna round one will be quite pretty one-sided, maybe 7-3 for EU. Now the 3 players that are gonna win, maybe Anakin, Shadow, and Joey. Those guys are gonna have to carry you, as usual, as every tournament. Is you guys carry, hide behind. That's why the whole look. Go Twitter. Everyone's mentioning what you said it yourself. Margin. Where's Margin? Where's Jimmy? Where's Margin? Stop hiding behind these players that don't play the game no more. Stop hiding behind Anakin. Stop hiding behind Shadow and Kado. Bro, just play the game, man. Play the game. And get some more good players, please. Like, you need some more players to rise up. Joe Crush ain't going to do it for you. Justin Iglesias, the reason why I say that it's interesting because Justin might actually be that guy who rises up. I want you guys to have more good players. Because, look, I have a hope in the future that we can do like a West versus East thing. Now, our side is good. We're strong. We need you guys to rise up a little bit. We need you to come. We need USA to get a 5th good player because if we do 10v10, you can't just have 4 good players and 1 garbage American. We need to have 5 good Americans, you know? So my hope is that America actually finally gets 5 really good players because they got 4, you know? But yeah, 5. What do you think about it?
Any rebuttal?
It's going to be interesting tomorrow when y'all lose that first round 7-3. And the reason I know that we're going to do well is the same. I've been doing this a long time now. Like I said, I've been doing this about 20 years. And you know what? There's always that little symbol, that sign that lets you know that you did good. And for me, it's when everybody tells me how bad I did. And all I heard was, "What is this format, bro?" At me on Twitter. You know my handle. You don't need to go on your stream. Like, who are these players? Blah 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 blah. All of a sudden, you saw speed kicks. Oh, we might be in trouble. All of a sudden, that first round comes out. Oh, this isn't so bad. That's how I know that we're going to be just fine because everyone was mad. And sure enough, just like when they see final round brackets, they're like, Josh, why do I got to play this person I was talking trash to for the last 6 months if I make it to winners finals? Like, because you talked trash to him for the last 6 months. Go do the thing. So, to be honest, I'm going to give you the boring answer. I'm the worst person to ask because, like, if EU wins, I'm going to be so ecstatic for what it means to them, their community, and everything else. If the US wins, I'm going to be so obnoxious. Like, it's not even going to. I've been so well behaved. Like, I did so good, not talking. It wasn't until a couple days ago where I started chirping in streams. Like, oh, okay, let me put a little bit in there. But in the end, though, this is just going to make the game more popular. It's going to make the players more popular. It's going to create memories and experiences. You know, and as a father, that's like the best thing in the world to sit back and watch everybody and just be like, so this man's gonna get it though.
So in addition to all this, obviously, like you both said, like you've worked hard at building up the community, and doing something like this is such a good way to showcase other players who aren't the usual top 4 or the usual. Aside from this, what are some other ways that like us on the American side, or what are some things that you have done to help the Pakistani scene rise? Like, how do you showcase these players and how do you get them out and about?
Give an opportunity.
Yeah, so when it comes to Pakistan, I've known since Tekken 6 that these guys were monsters at the game because I've told this story a couple times, but like maybe not everyone knows, but there was a player called Asim who came from Pakistan to UK in Tekken 6. And look, we thought in London we're really good at this game, right? Now Asim won every tournament. He beat everyone. Look, it doesn't matter who it was, Reinhardt, Starscream, Dinosaur, all the legends, he beat all of them. And then he says to us, after he takes all our trophies and all our money, there are people in Pakistan that's even better than me. And we go, what the hell? Like, this is insane because we can't beat you. And this guy was dominant all throughout Tag 2 as well. So now, I remember in a tournament, Asim came to me and he said, "Hey, there's this dude. His name is Arslan. I'm telling you, Hassan, my name's Hassan." He goes, "I'm telling you, Hassan, if Arslan plays versus Koreans, he'll beat all of them." And now half of me is thinking, it's not gonna happen, right? The other half is like, Asim doesn't say this kind of stuff unless he really means it, and he's one of the best players in the world. So if he says that, then and he's played the Koreans, then I'm sure he's telling the truth there. So 50-50, I was kind of 50-50. And then, obviously, Arslan, he hit me up. He said he wanted to go to EVO Japan and he was having trouble with the visa. His visa got declined. And then that's kind of where it started. And then, look, when he did his thing, he opened up people's, attention to Pakistan. And then, I tried to help other players. Bilal messaging me, Awais Hani, and then Atif. And I learned a lot about the Pakistani scene. I knew about the scene before from Asim, but so many players, so many. Like, there's even players who I've heard were beating Arslan, who have a lot of potential to become even number one in Pakistan right now. Arslan is number one, but there are so many players. And I went to Pakistan. So I said, you know what? No, we have to go to Pakistan and run a tournament. And that's how Tackle Cup came up. Talking to the organizer, Game One Esports, and those guys are amazing organizers. And we worked with them. We put off this massive event, and it went really well. I feel like it went very, very well. Were the highlights of my time in the FGC. And it was because we were able to see all these other Pakistanis. And I think opening up the opportunity to let these guys play on a big stage and with a lot of viewership, and that's the best way to do it. Obviously, Pakistan is very hard to get visas, and we had travel places, but I've been helping them with that process as well. And I think is her name Sherry?
Sherry now.
Great job with the company she has, where she helps people get visas. Very, very great job. I think that was vital. And but there's still a lot of work to be done. So yeah, I want to help a lot of these. I want to still keep on helping these Pakistanis to travel. I think that's the number one thing. And then again, keep developing the tournaments there as well. The tournament scene, Tackle Cup. I think there's talks that it might be happening again. So I want and invite people to come to Pakistan, because not only is it a great FGC Tekken playing country, it's a great country in general. The people are amazing. The hospitality that you're experiencing in Pakistan is second to none. The food you're gonna have there is some of the best in the world. It's just an experience like no other. And SuperAkouma's here. I don't know if you're gonna have him, but he can tell you, because he came.
Okay.
He can tell you better than anyone that Pakistan is someone he wants to go to.
Yeah, you did not come alone. We'll get to them in a second, but I want to ask you guys one more thing before we do that. I give you the choice right now. Your country wins the exhibition 10-0, but you're completely shut out of top 8, or you lose the exhibition 10-0, but you sweep top 8. Which one you going with?
Exhibition, 100%. Look, anything can happen in the tournament. Anything happens. First to two, it's like, nerves could kick in, or, I heard that the Americans are super loud. They have to do something because they know they're fundamentally inferior, so they have to shout loud. They pissed off Arslan last time as well, but he still ended up winning. It just goes to show how obnoxious the American crowd can be, and I'm here for it. Look, I love the hype, but I think exhibition is very important here, man. We want to make a statement where everyone had time to prepare. No wild cards, no Kaisers doing backswings and doing well in one tournament and then losing every other tournament. I think exhibition is the most important.
How about you?
If it was my choice, I would definitely say the exhibition. However, I also understand how American players are, and I want them to get paid. So I want them to get top 8. So that they can get paid, and then Europe can be like, well, we won the exhibition, and then we can be like, well, you drowned in pools to Icege of all people. He doesn't even play the game anymore. He sucks. You drowned in pools to this player, and this player, like, I can't even see the tiles on the bottom of the pool. It's just bodies. Like, what's going on here? But that's a hard one. That's a really hard one. Oh.
Well, you got time to think about it.
Yeah, I definitely do. Especially if we lose, then I'm going to have plenty of time to think about that.
Oh, man. And there's a couple people over here who want to see you lose. Should we bring them in? You want to get your crew?
Kobe.
Get your crew. Get your crew.
Akuma.
We're being summoned. Here, I will let you introduce them, and I want them each to give me 30 seconds on why EU is going to win or lose. I'll give you the option. Go ahead, Spag.
All right, so obviously we got here from London, we have Kwis, the number 1 Horang in the world, better than speed kicks, much better than speed kicks, and better than all the other Horangs. 30 seconds. Kwis, why is Europe going to win the exhibition tomorrow?
I think we've said all we need to say leading up to this. We've been saying the same thing over and over again. They hide behind 4 players. and I'm taking care of one of those players. SuperAkouma is taking care of the other one of those players, and they have 2 players side behind, and then we have like 20 players that are just waiting. And like I don't see an issue when it comes to that, but we're gonna win because we have the strength in numbers and diversity. You know, we have the characters, we have the experience, we have everything we need to take care of these guys. But it should be good fun at the end of the day. I'm here to have fun. You know, it's all been like a big WWE event, you know, leading up to this, and I feel like this is the climax. We're all gonna climax tomorrow, so gonna have. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
Yeah, you heard him, man. He's gonna climax tomorrow, guys. You definitely don't want to miss it. Now we got SuperAkouma, man. No introduction needed. You know, he's the best Akuma in the world, with Always Honey. I have to mention that. He's not. He's the best Akuma in this venue in America right now, and he's gonna bust everyone up in the tournament. But the exhibition, 30 seconds. Why is Europe gonna bust up America? We know why, innit? But like, you just tell us why.
I think Kwis said it pretty well. You know, they've only got like 2 good players. And listen, Team NA doesn't believe in Team NA, bro. Like, they might not have said it, but like they said it in private. Like we talk. Bro, Team NA doesn't believe in Team NA. Why should we? Why should we? Bro, it was hard for us to pick 10 players. Yeah. They had to dig for their players. They had to look hard. This could not have been easy. For that list to come up, I'm sorry, man, but you must have worked hard on that. Like, day and night. That must have been a struggle, man.
Days, yes. Days, yes.
Days, yes.
No nights. We don't lose sleep here.
That's good. Stay healthy, my man. Stay healthy. You guys are gonna need it.
All right. On that note, we want to thank. Make sure I'm okay. We want to thank everyone for coming through. Icege, Spag, SuperAkouma, Kwis. Best of luck to both of you. Best of luck to all of you this coming weekend. I'm not going to say which team I'm pulling for the pizza, but I'm hungry and I expect some results. That's all I'm going to say.
He looked at you when he said that. Yeah.
I was gonna ask, what's on the pizza? What do we? What's is it? Just a straight up cheese, a little extra cheese? Are we going
That's
deep
to
dish?
be debated. That depends on the score.
Okay.
You know,
I see. Oh, so
if it's
a block.
10-9, it's cheese.
Okay.
If it, and it's one extra topping for each game.
I like that. So if it's a 10-0, it's going to be a deep dish that you're probably going to put you in a coma over the weekend.
No, it's going to be deep dish / Detroit style with the burnt crushed edges.
Nope.
Ah.
That's no.
All right.
No.
A lot of toppings.
All right. We know you've traveled a long way to be here, so we'll let you get some rest. Thank you very much for coming out, taking some time to spend with us. Enjoy the event. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
That's going to be on 10:00 Media at 8 o'clock Eastern, right?
Oh, 7. Hey,
7 local
SuperAkouma. Real quick, you're in my bracket for the tournament. What's your price? How much do I have to bribe you to let me win?
Listen, with the bracket I got, I'm not gonna let my chances go. I got a really nice bracket all the way till the end. Arslan's on the other side. I'm happy. I can't let that go.
Yeah, so no amount of pizzas will.
Bro, I hate pizza.
Oh, wow.
Horrible.
All right.
Okay.
You're changing that this weekend. All right. Thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
You think that's it?
Oh, no.
You think we're done? No. Come on in here.
The man, the myth, the legend.
We ain't done.
Not even close to that. Get right in the middle. Get right in the middle.
Done. No, we're not even done. What's going on? Chat, what's going on? Ace?
We
What's
are
first
joined.
What are you doing? Yeah.
We are joined by the legend himself, Mr. Saint Cola. How are you doing, Sir Saint?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, I'm going to be even more fantastic, a little bit richer too, once Saturday hits. But we'll get to that, I guess.
Oh, okay. We're talking about some action that we're not talking about on stream.
No. This is action that we'll be seeing on a stream. I think it's the Midwest being able to go up against the West Coast. They don't got the most.
We're definitely talking about that in a second, but
Okay. Get a little too advanced.
let's talk about Combo Breaker in general, because you're a man of the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
This is an event of the Midwest. What is it like to see, when we talk about speeds, especially with Street Fighter?
Right.
For the longest time, it was always West Coast. It was always East Coast. It was always
True.
New York. It was always NorCal, SoCal.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got we've got not just a event, but one of the biggest events in the world right here in the Midwest.
True.
How does that feel to have that here?
It feels great. So, first of all, location's fantastic now. Location is real good.
We got surprises all over the place.
Yeah, we got people just popping up everywhere. But it feels good to be out here. It's no longer a Pheasant Run since Schaumburg in a different spot. We're surrounded by a lot of great things. It's also great to see Combo Breaker grow year after year, even in the face of after like a pandemic has happened, and you would guess that people don't want to come out just yet. The numbers look good to me. Like all these games are exploding out here, and Midwest players are getting stronger. Seeing the Midwest players that have grinded in the past couple of years, the Rob TVs, the Brian F's, things like that, getting better and better, and now being able to show their stuff out here at Combo Breaker, I'm ready for it.
You seen the registration line out there?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't in it, you know. I got mine, special delivery. Shout out to Girly. Let's go.
That USPS privilege right there.
Right to my door.
All right, so we've got, obviously, the Street Fighter tournament.
Yes.
Next week. I traveled for like 9 hours to get
I feel
there.
time does not exist. It's
Time
all right.
is a construct. But we've got a big Street Fighter V tournament this weekend. And not only that, we've got a big exhibition between the Midwest and the West Coast. Can you give me the lore? Can you tell me how this all came about?
I'm going to be real. I actually don't remember where this started. I think it was a little bit of heat with Rob TV. Maybe, proclaiming that he is really good. And he has proven himself to be good, of course. I also think...
Wait, Rob TV saying he's good?
Yeah.
That does not sound like Mr. Robert Television.
It doesn't at all.
No.
And with the man backing it up, though, we winning CPT after CPT, and people don't know this, by the way, and we'll get into it later, but Smoking, your top favorite players behind the scenes in money matches, you don't have to let him tell that story. But anyway, I'm assuming that with him, being more out there, and he's the one that's the most vocal about having a 5v5 and also being more of a US versus EU kind of thing too as well later on down the line. I feel like that also kind of got the rumbling started. And West Coast, of course, ain't going to go down, lying down like weak or anything like that. They want to get the heat too. I'm sure they were talking a little bit smack on their side. So it all came to a head where they said, let's come out the Combo Breaker, pick your players, and meet on the battlefield.
How does it feel having an event like this to look forward to, having the 5v5, having, because we just went through it with Tekken, talked about it with the 10v10.
True.
We've got a DBFZ North America or US versus France set coming up this weekend. When you've got that on the calendar, when you know that it's not just the tournament itself, but regional pride at stake.
Yes.
And maybe a chance to earn a few dollars on the side.
I mean, for me too.
What does that add to the energy?
I mean, it really gives you back the old school flavor of the FGC, you know what I'm saying? Like, the 5v5s, the rivalries and stuff like that. That's what builds up the player base, what builds up people to like want to compete. Like, I want to beat this other person. That's the nucleus of fighting games right there. I want to be better than this other person that I'm playing, right? And that 5v5 is like an expansion of that. It's like a growth of that. Say my region's better. Like my pizza's better. My food is better. My people are better at the game. And I think having it here is like that home turf advantage, but you can't have it anywhere else, right? You have it at EVO, it'd be kind of weird. I feel like having it at Combo Breaker is the perfect place to have that bout.
Can we take a look at what that... We're going to make him work?
Ooh. There we go.
That's the Tekken one. There we go. So let's break this down. We've got the 5v5.
Okay.
On the Midwest side, we've got Rob TV, obviously, as the captain. His picks are Brian F., Joey FGC, formerly of Minneapolis.
Yep.
Just the Kid, and Mag Negro. Or wait, Ilan, come here.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Tell him he can say it.
I'm not going to say it.
It is his name.
Look, there's already been too many cancellations this year. I'm going to save my.
You don't want that tweet longer? You don't want that tweet longer?
Bring us back. Bring us back.
Ryan.
Here. You have permission.
Man, I'm not even white. I'm Latino.
You have permission.
Good.
All right. Look, if it goes bad, I'm blaming you both.
Okay.
But
Who's the last member of Team Midwest?
Magni.
You know what? You're a smart man. Considering all that's been going on, you a smart man.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. That sounded even worse.
Someone's going to splice that together? That is a final member.
He's dead. He's dead.
He's out of here. Put that.
Can we get
on Twitter.
Can we get the team back up, please?
In the middle button right here. Boom. No.
All right, there we go. Because we've also got the West Coast team captained by Filipino Man and his picks of Chris CCH, Lakido, Jot, and the most luscious head of hair that I have seen in decades.
Besides mine. Yeah.
Stupendous.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it, cameraman. There we go. Tell me, I know you're biased.
Am I?
Well, I'm guessing you're biased. I would be biased if I were in your position.
I guess I'm a little bit biased.
Can you give me one player on the Midwest side to look out for? Like who is the key?
Who is the key?
Who is the key to unlocking that West Coast squad?
Listen, I think all of them can do it. I'm going to be real with y'all. Even my commentary brain says so. Even my commentary brain does say that West Coast does stand a chance. You know what I'm saying? I think they're about even. I think Midwest a little bit better, and this is the reason why. Rob TV. Let me tell you why Rob TV is good. Because he talks a lot of smack, but that builds him up to be a better player, to work hard, and when the chips are, on him, when the fire is on him, when the lights are on him, that's when he works his best. We saw Chris CCH at CPT after Rob threw smack talk after smack talk at him. What happened? Did my man get that first place spot? No. Samurai did. He ain't even on that squad right now. So, not saying anything against Chris CCH or whatever, but I do feel like that he's a young gun. He's new, right? He's had a good amount of victories. He got third at Rebel Kumite.
He's been playing well.
He's good.
He's been playing really well.
I would say he's the best in the West. I would say he's the best in the West out of all those players, out of all the West Coast players. But I do think that there's more than just matchups and how much you've done in a sets and stuff like that. It's about what are you going to do under pressure? What are you going to do when everyone's riding on you? And you know that if this happens, you lose, you're going to hear about it for years.
Oh, man.
Years. So I think Rob TV, out of all those players, and not even just the West Coast people are like that. I think the Midwest don't have the same sort of energy that Rob has. And he's the one I feel like he started or at least continued to push this more. So I think Rob is the key.
Now that brings up something because when you're on a team like this, it's not just you. If you're in top 8, the pressure's on you. You're feeling the weight of your own expectations.
Right.
When you're on the stage in a set like this, you're worried about the ride home.
Mm-hmm.
When you let the homies down.
Oh.
And you are hearing about it. That does that change how you approach a match?
I think it definitely puts a lot more weight on your execution as a player. And some players might come out to tournaments and be like, oh, this PlayStation 4 is out here, so I ain't going to play as good or whatever, or I know this person's out here, so I'm not going to win. They might have that in their mentality. But for now, when you're writing for other people, you kind of don't have those excuses. You kind of have to just win or do your part for the team. You don't want to be that last person, especially if your team loses. You don't want to be like, oh, man, I was that last person getting 80 wins at all. That's going to be a real bad thing to be put on with your team. So I do think that creates a lot more stress. But that's also what showcases who is the better out of the entire crew, right? If you can deal with that stress for not only just for yourself, but for your team, it's gonna kind of turn the tide. And I think, again, Rob has that energy. Brian F. also. Brian F. recently was playing in Stack Bradford's Extreme Team Battle. So I think he has a concept of team, team battlemanship, whatever you want to call it. I'm very tired. I'm hungry. But he's got an idea of that sense, right? How important it is. I don't know if West Coast has had that recently because they don't have that many team battles. They have some during Wednesday night fights, some 2v2s and stuff like that, but they don't have that, I've been on this team battle kind of thing like Midwest has.
All right. But we talked a bit about the Midwest squad.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think, if anyone, is going to stop the Midwest? Who do you think on that West Coast team can do it?
Who do I think is going to stop the Midwest?
All right, if one
Who do I think is
person
going to stop the Midwest?
If one person can. So I'm not saying. Hold on. Come back, please. Please. Okay, we'll talk in theoretical.
Okay, theoreticals that would never happen in hypotheticals, but yeah, who could stop them? All right, let me get my commentary brain out. Well, actually, I think Chris CCH has a very good shot. He is the one that's done a lot of work. I do think Chris CCH. I also do think Stupendous, when he's playing hot, he's hard to stop. Dude plays Geef, Balrog, and Seth. You got a good range of characters. And the way that he plays, exactly. And I think those ranges are going to be problematic for a lot of the characters that we have on the Midwest side. So, that being said, this is going to be a wrap. This is going to be Midwest.
It's going to be a wrap.
Mm-hmm. Midwest.
All right. This is your chance. How do you think it's going down?
I think it's like 5-3. You know, it's going to be not going to be a wash. They're going to see some retaliation from the West Coast, but they won't last long. It's the Midwest for a reason. You understand? It's the Midwest for a reason.
Man. All right. I know you got to get going. You've had a long day of travel as well. What outside of Street Fighter?
Okay.
What thing are you most looking forward to this weekend?
Let's see. Outside of Street Fighter, me being on top 8 commentary for Street Fighter 5. Okay. Real answer. The fact that Guilty Gear is showing out in mass, the fact that it reached over 1,000, the most I've ever seen for a tournament offline is crazy.
I think this is the largest Guilty Gear bracket outside of EVO.
That's insane.
Offline.
People actually flew out to play, and I'm going to tell y'all something right now. All these people are saying, I don't play Guilty Gear. The game's random. Counters and all stuff, like too much damage. Look at this. 1,000 plus people came out to play a game, spend their money, get a hotel, flight, registration, all that. Overpriced food that's up in the top spot around here for the restaurants and stuff like that to come play that game. That should show y'all something. People love Guilty Gear. They're showing out for Guilty Gear, and it's really great to see.
All right, so we got Guilty Gear to look forward to. We got Street Fighter to look forward to. We've got the exhibition. When's it going down?
I think it's 8 p.m. CST, I believe.
Oh, I got the button. There we go. Yeah. So 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. local time.
Yes.
It's going to be on BG Callisto.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Midwest. It's going to be West Coast. It's going to be hot. And at the end of the day, you think Midwest.
I picked the mid-best.
Mid-best.
Mm-hmm.
Not mid at best.
No. Oh, God, no.
Okay, just making
sure.
No,
they might say that, but that's corny. That's corny. So it's their gameplay. That's corny, too. Mid-best going to take it.
All right, we will let you go. Get some rest. Enjoy.
I appreciate it, brother.
Hey, thank you for taking the time out.
Of course.
St. Cola, you'll be able to see him on Street Fighter 5 commentary. Are you doing any other games this weekend?
Guilty Gear pools also, so you'll be able to see me on those as well. And also, I am doing Midwest CPT next week also as well. That's another reason why Midwest got to win. Not only am I going to lose money if they don't, but also I'm going to be looking mad foolish next week. So don't do that, Midwest.
Okay.
Y'all better win.
I know I will actually not make you pick anybody for the Midwest CPT.
Oh, it's Rob TV, Brian F., Jessica.
Okay, that's your top 3.
Bam. Done.
You heard it here first. Is it going to be in that order? Or do you want to leave that in suspense?
Rob, Brian, Jessica.
1, 2, 3?
Yep, just like last time.
You heard it here first. This is the psychic. Spag says he's never wrong. I don't know if St. Cola is ever wrong.
No.
It feels right. It
is right. It is right. It is right. And again, Saturday, I'm going to be right again. Mid-best, baby. Let's go.
We will see in the ballroom. We'll see on BG Callisto stream. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate it, man. Get
Come
some
on over
rest.
here. Come on in here. You're not canceled yet.
All right.
All right. Well,
Okay.
One more time. See you, man.
So
you can say the word.
I'm not going to say it. Did we ever place a pizza bet on this one?
We did not place a pizza bet.
Okay. Who you got?
All right.
I got the Midwest.
No, you don't.
I got the Midwest. I called it dibs. Yep. See, I got uncanceled.
Did I just get dibbed?
Yep. All right, Steve. It looks like you're buying me 2 pizzas tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't forget those.
For those of you that didn't see, Saint forgot his wallet and his phone back here, so he snuck in after.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I don't know what just happened. Like, I'm having a good time, and all of a sudden I'm stuck with West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing next to a man who is feared fears cancellation, even though he really shouldn't, because he has permission. You have permission.
Look, just because you have permission to do something bad doesn't mean I'm going to do something bad.
Not bad. That's his name. That's his name.
Look, all right, I'll save it for the last episode of Best of 5. Oh, man. Okay, so before we go into anything else, I wanted to bring this up because this came out, I think, either today or yesterday. One Frame Link, for those of you that don't know.
That was today. Okay, so One Frame Link, for those of you that don't know, they've been around for a while, and they've always been really good at aggregating stats, right? They provided a lot of really cool stats back, I think in like 2012, 2013, they partnered with a bunch of major tournaments where you had a bunch of really cool stats showing up on stream. Now, they released an entire encyclopedia worth of players and results. They took every single player from the brackets here at Combo Breaker for Street Fighter V, Guilty Gear, and Tekken. They took all of their results that they could find, put it into a packet so that the commentators and anybody else can use it. I think that's nothing short of a miracle. It is absolutely absurd the amount of work that takes. Now, I briefly worked with One Frame Link. I simply couldn't do more. I had so much going on. But the amount of effort that they put in, the amount of time they put in to tracking results, to providing resources like this for commentators, for players, for streams, is absolutely absurd. So if you are a Combo Breaker and you see anyone from the One Frame Link crew, give them a little dap, give them a bottle of water or something.
You said give them a dab.
Dap. With a
dap
P,
with
yeah.
a P. Okay, it's hard to hear.
we touched.
Oh,
Explosion.
No. Wait.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Are we good? Are we still alive? Okay, cool. No, I think we're okay. I think the molecules lined up perfectly, so we didn't actually touch.
Okay, the streams did not cross.
No. I think we're okay. We're okay.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's nothing. You know how amazing it is, Steve? This is how amazing the aggregation of data that One Frame Link did is I'm in there. From 2017, when I got 257th at EVO. Like, I'm in there, and that's the only thing that's in there. I wish they would have included, 2016 final round where I made top 100 in a 2,000-man bracket, but, whatever. But, yeah, it's amazing. They really, did some historical searching, and I think it's such an important source that I think is going to help enrich the fighting game community, more so than it is already very enriched. So I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait to see how that gets used.
Yeah, it is to have a resource like that. It's something that exists in a lot of other scenes. It exists to some extent in the Smash scene. It's something that can be easily taken for granted. So I am so glad that they were able to do it, that they've shared that work with us. It's just, I am just blown away by how much effort it took to get that together. We also saw some other news today that we kind of touched on with the Tekken crew here. Mm-hmm. And I wish we had the trailer up. But CLG, Counter Logic Gaming, announced their first ever fighting game player signing, and it's Cuddlecore.
Yeah. First of all, I don't think there's anybody more deserving than Cuddlecore. She has been busting her ass. She's been, traveling. She's been, trying to uplift everybody around her. It's been amazing to see all the crazy effect that she's been causing in a good way, I mean. So for her to get a signing like this, I think is really cool. And the trailer that she got was badass. I wish we had it. Unfortunately, we don't. But Steve,
did you?
Yeah, there's something else.
Yeah, because at the end they showed Cuddlecore, in the esports pose, the crossed arms, the traditional esports pose. And then she was surrounded by 3 silhouettes. So it seems like she's the first FGC signing. Not going to be the last FGC signing.
Yeah, we're back to silhouettes. It's like 2015, 2016 all over again.
Let's go. Now, obviously, Cuddlecore was formerly with Equinox Gaming
Mm-hmm.
before they stopped esports operations. There are a couple other players on Equinox that
Mm-hmm.
I think would be very good fits.
And some that kind of fit the silhouettes.
There's
You know,
rumors.
my favorite part, I was reading the replies on the tweet that she posted, and a bunch of people were saying, "Oh, that looks like Brian F." And Brian F asks, "Which one of these could possibly be me?" One person says, "You're the one on the left." The other person says, "You're the one on the right."
Like Brian F has a very generic silhouette.
Yes.
Like if I had a silhouette, there's a lot to hide here. There's a lot going on in this area. There's not as many people who could fit that category.
Yeah.
But you know,
I can't wait.
I'm excited to see who they pick up. I'm always excited to see companies make investments in fighting games. You know, my question is, are they going to build up a Tekken team specifically, or are they going to try and dip a little bit into a whole bunch of different pies, have a whole bunch of irons in the fire? I'm interested to see where they go with that.
Yeah. Another new player in the FGC. See what's next. Again, we already said this, but I want to say this one more time, just because I think I can't emphasize enough how grateful I am, and I'm pretty sure you are as well, for the help that Rick gave us to be here today.
Absolutely.
Like he made, again, this is probably like one of the most stressful days of his life, and he took the time out of doing a billion other things to make sure we were taken care of, to set us up, to give us a space and the means to broadcast here at Combo Breaker. So big thanks to Rick.
And it does look kind of quiet here.
Yeah, that's because this isn't open.
Well, yeah. Well, that's for one. And for two, this is sort of the calm spot.
Yeah.
Because this is, like I said, this is the retro room. If you're signed up for, this is where the arcade cabinets are going to be. If you're signed up for games like TMNT,
Yeah, they're going to be right there on 412.
Super Turbo, which I'm going to be in. I'm signed up for 4 tournaments, and 0 of them are in the main ballroom. That's how I know I'm old.
That's impressive. That's impressive, Steve. Speaking of, Steve, I worked hard today while setting up, and I set this up in a specific way where I have a feed here on my phone. Should we show the people what Combo Breaker looks like?
I think we should show the people.
All right. I'm not going to be able to hear you at all, so you're going to have to narrate and keep the chat entertained while I'm walking around.
Okay.
So, good luck.
All right. What do I hit to switch it over? Ilan's got it. Okay. We are flying by the seat of our pants here. There's Ilan. No. Oh, wait. Are we still good? Yeah, we're still good. Okay, so it's the right-hand one. Okay. So let me take you through a walk. Let me take Ilan through. Let me take you through Ilan taking us through the Combo Breaker venue. You're checking out some of the arcade cabinets right there. Bunch of multi-game ones right there. I know that Street Fighter the movie was on there. There's Combo Breaker 2022 with the correct date. Not 2002. That never happened. We're about to go into the hallway, and it looks like the registration line has cooled down just a bit. You see a few of the artists setting up right now. When I got down here, the registration line doubled around. It went all the way through Artist Alley and back to the main entrance. So obviously, it's calmed down a bit, but you still got plenty of people out there. We've got people checking out some of the stuff out here. I don't know how much of a look we're about to get. But it looks like he's going back towards the hall. Hi, how's it going? He can't hear me. That's okay. We're just going to pretend that he can. So once again, there are 2 ballrooms here. The show is set up in the smaller one. The bigger one is going to be where you'll see Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, Tekken, all of the big games. 11 streams are going down. You see all of the sponsors that help bring this together. It is absurd, the amount of work that has gone into this. There you see the badge pickup line. It is still going. That's going to go till 10 o'clock tonight. If you are at the venue, definitely get your badge early because you do not want to be in that line trying to catch your first pool. And we are back in. Here we go. It got a little choppy, but we survived. We made it. Hi, I'm Steve. We're back. Did you have fun?
I'm tired. I'm not fit anymore. This entire pandemic has ruined me.
Oh, man.
But I ran into Esteban. Did you see that part?
That was. I waved to him. I don't know.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure he didn't see me, but. Well, I'm absolutely sure he didn't see me because.
No, yeah, you couldn't see anything. But he said, you couldn't hear him, but he said, hey guys, welcome to Combo Breaker.
You should have had him come in here.
I thought about it, but I was too busy running around doing other stuff that my brain.
Go get him.
I don't know where he is now. Also, I was going to go up the stairs, but I looked at the stairs and I was like, nah. Yeah, there's an entire like upstairs area where they're going to have the BYLC stuff. They're going to have.
Oh, that got moved.
Oh, that got moved?
Yeah, that was upstairs. They've moved it to the secondary area because that got taken away for surprise reasons that we.
The world of Atio, where surprise reasons.
Surprise reasons are a thing. But man, if you haven't seen the like.
Oh, also, by the way, I asked the lady if I could go in, and she told me no.
Okay.
I tried to get a little peek. We were in there for like a millisecond because we almost set up in there, but because we had guests, we couldn't do it.
Which is okay.
Look, I'll trade having Spaghetti Rip, K-Wiss, Akuma, SuperAkouma.
I want to see
Saint.
how many times you say K-Swiss this week.
Dude, it's hard. I don't know why. My brain just fills it in. I hate it.
It's because you watch so much of the Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Very true.
And like those people who got knocked out in, on the steps of knowledge, they get either K-Swiss or they get a $100 savings bond.
Yep. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's your prize.
But man, yeah, like I can't wait to see the Artist Alley blow up. That's the area that's right outside here. A couple of people that are going to have booths there is Tough Love Arena, which we've spoken about many times. I love that game. It's a browser game that plays like a console game. It's crazy. It's really cool. Skullgirls has a booth. They're testing out Dahlia. They're having a location test for Dahlia.
Yes. And there's also an exhibition. A couple of things going down with Skullgirls, if you want to pull that up.
Hold on, gotta scroll through.
We've got basically 2 buttons.
There we go.
For this with this setup. So we gotta pull it up and then tick through.
And we can only go one way. We can't go backwards. But anyway, so we have. So what? I'm unfortunately very unfamiliar with this exhibition. So what is the situation with this?
So this is not as heated as some of the regional ones that we've been talking about. It's a fun chance to get some players to square off. You've got some names that if you do follow the scene, or if you only follow the scene casually, you'll be familiar with. Some names that if you follow the scene more closely, you'll be familiar with. Wing Zero is a staple especially in the Chicago Skullgirls community. He's here every year. I talked to him. I want to say 2019 for the community booklet, and that was it was cool to talk to him. Mm-hmm. But in addition to this, which is going down Friday night, along with this, there is a special Black Dahlia exhibition that will feature both Sonic Fox and Pen, one of the top Japanese players.
Interesting. That's going to be fun to watch.
That I'm going to try and sneak away. I think I'm going to be... I might be either running a bracket or just finished running a bracket when that goes down. So I'm gonna try and sneak a peek there.
Yeah, and Steve, on behalf of everybody here at Combo Breaker, thank you for volunteering. I am not someone who knows how to do anything, so I didn't volunteer. But on behalf of everyone, thank you for volunteering to run brackets, because at the end of the day, and I've been seeing volunteers all day. I was here at like 11, right? Like my flight this morning, I woke up at 2 a.m. and my flight this morning was at 6. And I got here at 10, and I've been running around since, and I've been seeing all the volunteers and all the work everybody's been putting in here. They're still putting up trusses. You guys can't see it, but it's over here to the left. They're still building sets. They're still building everything. It's amazing. I can't wait until tomorrow. This is going to be wild, as they say.
It's going to be super wild. It's going to be super crazy. There's also a DBFZ exhibition that we can talk about a little bit.
Wait, before we do that. Oh, never mind. It didn't. I saw Rick walking, but he sat down, so he's not going to be in camera shot. I was going to wave hi to him. Okay, so
he's way over there.
Yeah.
Hi, Rick.
Hello.
He's gone.
He is in work mode, the worst mode for everybody involved. Hopefully he can have some fun mode. Anyway, DBFZ.
So this is another regional clash. This one is between two of the strongest countries outside of Japan, U.S. and France. We've always talked about France having a big DBFC scene. They do numbers, and whenever you have a European tournament, it seems like you always see players like Kane, like Wawa, like Yasha right in the mix. So they've got 7 of their top players coming over. Those 3, 8 of their top players, excuse me. Those 3 I mentioned, plus Flash number 47, Gila, Noka, Wade, and White Black. And then on the U.S. side, you've got a pretty good squad. Hikari, Hook Gang God, Jake, Kustix, Legendary Pred, who has been putting in work lately, Nitro NY, Reynald, and Zane. That one will be tasty as well.
I can't wait. And there's so many exhibitions. And not to mention, from what I hear, we still have all of the auction tournaments. We still have all of the randomizer tournaments. We have the mystery game tournaments. The 2v2 mystery game tournament that we didn't get to sign up for, sadly.
Sadly, unfortunately. But if you've never seen an auction tournament,
it's wild.
Definitely take an opportunity to check one of those out. The bidding gets wild. Let me put this into perspective. So, in order to be in the tournament, you have to win an auction.
Mm-hmm.
So, and even before, in the olden days, you would have people who literally come here just to win an auction.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if they don't play the character, even if they have no idea who the character is going to be, they don't care. They just want to win an auction to get into the tournament and have that experience.
And Steve, the amount of salt I've seen just in the auction, the mind games start at the auctions, and it's crazy. I was here, I think, in 2017, where MKX was one of the auction tournaments, and boy, people were fighting over, I think it was Alien. No, Alien wasn't out. People were fighting over one character, and I gotta tell you, people were so salty, mostly because at the end of the day, when it comes to an auction, it's all about that wallet. It's all about the wallet.
There's 2 things to keep in mind.
Not the auction tournament, just the auctions.
Number 1, that there is often some sort of twist with the tournament that doesn't get revealed until after everyone's already bid.
Yep. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so for example, that Mortal Kombat tournament I was talking about, they only had 12 characters that they drew from a hat. So not all characters got to be auctioned off. So yeah, like they throw so many cool curveballs. It's such an amazing thing.
Yeah, my favorite one was Ultra, where it's like 16 characters. It was basically the first 16 characters. And it was revealed that the tournament was actually going to be in Omega mode. And they had to roll for which version of the character they got. So, like, if you got Sagat, you're hoping for Vanilla Sagat.
Oh, my God.
But the other thing to keep in mind is that as many bad financial decisions as we've seen in these tournaments, people have been waiting 3 years to
Yep.
get into this.
Yep.
There are going to be terrible financial decisions made.
I can't wait to see. And of course, the big draw to these is whoever wins takes the entire pot.
It's 70-30.
Oh, 70-30 now.
yeah,
Okay.
70-30 for between first and second.
Okay.
So,
But imagine,
still a very,
like,
very good.
if it's 16 characters and people are scoffing up like $1,000 per character, you got 16 grand to play with.
It probably won't get that crazy, but I would be, especially for the games like Guilty Gear. I would be shocked if there were any characters that went for less than 100.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
Especially Happy Chaos is gonna crack $1,000. I'm calling it now.
whew.
I'm calling it now. I can't wait. Anyway, there's Rick.
All right. Hi, Rick.
Hello. We'll be out in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
we'll be out of here in 5 minutes. Okay, all good.
We're renegades here. We're running.
Speaking of renegades,
All right. Let's talk to the man.
Hi, I'm not staying. Bye.
thank you, Rick.
That was Rick, everybody. Rick Thayer, the Hadou, the lead organizer of Combo Breaker, also the new GM of Evo.
Yeah.
Got a lot on his plate this weekend. Got a lot on his plate next weekend.
All right, so I said we'll be out in 5 minutes, so I think
we're
we
getting
need
kicked
to,
out.
We need to wrap up here. I don't know why I said 5 minutes. It just came to me. But either way, is there anything else we need to talk about before we say goodbye, Steve?
I think we should cut it short. If you want to,
Cut it short. We're 15 minutes over. It's 9:15.
oh, we're 15 minutes short.
Oh no, yeah, right. We do 9:30. I did the thing where I think it's 1 hour.
That's okay.
Ah! I don't know if you guys heard that. That was loud.
I don't know my own strength. But for those of you at home watching, go to my Twitter at Ace King Offsuit. You will find my schedules for both the main tournament and All In Together, which is the side tournaments. 51 games between them.
It broke your
It broke
your
it
template.
broke my template. It's absurd. For those of you here, we'll be around. Ilan's in a bunch of games. I'm in a few games. Come see us. We've got stickers.
Yeah, check this out. I was gonna give them to our guests, but I forgot. But anyway, we got these stickers, and these will only be giving them out at Combo Breaker. So if you're not here, SOL.
Just and even if you don't want a sticker, that's okay. Just say
just
hi.
throw this away for us.
Just say hi. We've missed you. We've missed this. I've missed this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's funny. I was in here setting up before the registration line started. The registration line started. I walked out and I just smelled this FGC smell of 1,000 people in an enclosed space.
I don't know if that's exactly selling it to people.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? For us who have been to so many of these, at first I was like, oh man, here's that smell again. But afterwards I was like, it's been a while since I've smelled this.
Yeah.
There's something nostalgic
It's
about
the
it.
little things you miss. All right. We've got people waiting on us. We
Yes.
got to go. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Spag. Thank you, Icege. Thank you, K-Wiz. Thank you, SuperAkouma. Thank you, St. Cola. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, everyone who joined us. Bestaban for his brief cameo.
The cameo.
We appreciate you. Everyone, we hope you enjoyed the show. Enjoy the weekend. And should I say the thing?
Wait, I think so. You gave me access to the Twitter account. I think I'm gonna upload some clips and stuff on the Twitter. So keep tuned to our Twitter at Best of V Show. I'm hoping we can download this and upload it to YouTube faster rather than slower.
Fingers crossed.
We'll see.
right.
But yeah, I think that was it.
They're booting us. They're booting us. Good night, Canada.
Good night, Canada. Now we have to wait because I have to click the button over here.
Good night,
And then-
Canada.
Good night, Canada. Here we go.